Hi, I'm astrologer and life coach Penny Dix. Welcome to my YouTube channel and welcome to this month's in-depth look at this month's new moon in Leo, which is on the 28th of July. So is this going to be full of creative change, unexpected change, positive change? You know, for the new to come in, it's always helpful to be creative with the outcome. But before I go down into the depths of this new moon energy, I just want to say something about my sound on these videos because I live in a very hot country, and I know the UK is also struggling with hugely, extraordinarily high temperatures, but I live in Malta and we constantly have temperatures of 33 and above and into the 40s. This means when I'm recording in my living area, in the little corner that I've got designed as my little studio area, I have to have the air conditioning on, which is up there, and I have to have a fan pointing at me. And one or two of my viewers have said that if they wear headphones, the sound has not been very good. So for that I apologize, and I am trying to correct it. So today what I'm doing is I'm using a little clip-on mic, and this goes directly into my iPhone, which I use for the recording, and I'm waiting for the correct lead for this baby, my beautiful condenser mic, which I'm super thrilled with. I'm just waiting for the right connection from condenser mic to iPhone and also out to power, because I can't run it just on the iPhone battery. Well, I could, but it'll drain very quickly. So that's the technical bit explained. So I am working on it, and I'd love if you could let me know how the sound is on this particular video with the clip-on mic that I'm using here. This plugs directly into the phone. So let's now get on with the new moon in Leo. Right, well, this new moon is coming at the time when we have this extraordinary energy in Taurus. And the degree of this new moon is actually, in one way, perhaps it's a good thing it's not making a hard square to Uranus, the North Node, and Mars conjunct in Taurus, because that could be phenomenally bring enormous change in. Nevertheless, I do think this new moon heralds big change. It really is a moon to use your intentions wisely. It's almost like be careful what you wish for, because you might just get it. And that's in part because of this energy in Taurus. I cannot emphasize enough how important that energy is. And if you want to go deeper into the Uranus-Mars North Node conjunction, I have a separate video on my channel, so please go to that, and then I talk about it with regard to each of your individual zodiac signs. Check out your ascendant as well, remember, with that, because that will actually give you the area of your life that you can most use this incredible energy in. But the new moon is in Leo, and Leo, of course, is a very regal sign. So what can we expect from this energy? Well, first of all, what I want to say is that the moon is not comfortable in the fiery heat of Leo. And with this triple conjunction in Taurus, I think the moon is going to bring unexpected and volatile energies, especially with the spoken word, because Mercury in Leo will be kind of ramping up tempers, and it's like the Mars in Taurus, they're moving closer to a tough square. So we must remember that Leo is ruled by the sun. This is heat, this is fire, this is passion, this is life, this is health. So this is where, of course, the sun is most at home, because the sun rules Leo. You know, we could see breakthroughs in medical treatments with this new moon. I also think it could add a bit of fuel to the fire of the various debates around the transgender issue. I also think, once again, Big Pharma are going to come under fire, and the climate change debacle is really going to hit the headlines, because, you know, the weather is extraordinary throughout the northern hemisphere. I know the southern hemisphere have endured flooding as part of this extraordinary kind of way the climate is unfolding. And in the northern hemisphere, in large parts of the United States, wildfires. Throughout Europe we've had wildfires. The UK has had some terrible fires in London and around the country, when London tipped 3 degrees, which is unheard of. It's the highest recorded temperature for the United Kingdom since records began. So let's look at what else, because Jupiter, my big outer boy, my boy of opportunity, luck, and general excitement, in Aries turns retrograde just after the moon turns new. Now this backward motion, combined with a trine, which is a nice helpful angle to the moon, could see expansive plans that once had being revisited. It could also be connected with health, because Chiron is actually widely conjunct Jupiter in Aries. So that's another kind of spoke to our kind of wheel. If we see the new moon where the sun and the moon are kind of cozying up in Leo, and they're sending out spokes of energy to the other planets in the cosmos. And I think there will be a surge of health-related issues, maybe due to the heat. That might be part of what's happening in the northern hemisphere. I also think there's going to be more debates coming up about how to tackle COVID and the flu season, which will be upon us before we know, in the autumn. But how is this energy going to affect the planet? Well, let's look at the United Kingdom first, because we know we're going to have a new leader in the United Kingdom and a new Prime Minister. So which of the candidates are most favoured by this new moon energy? Well, I did do another video about 4 of the candidates, 2 who have now been knocked out. So we're left with Rishi Sunak, who is Taurus, and Liz Truss, who is a Leo. This new moon is conjunct her natal sun in Leo. That's super cool for her. That bodes well for her doing exceedingly well. Will she be the new leader? Well, Rishi Sunak also has this Uranus-Mars conjunct the North Node, conjunct his sun in Taurus. This is extraordinary energy. This is life-changing energy for him. Will he be the one that goes forward? I think by the time of the new moon, we're going to have a much better sense. That's only a week away. I think we're going to have a much better sense of who might be living at number 10. But I think at the end of the day, the answer is it's going to be the person who most likely would expose the darker secrets and goings on of the Conservative Party and politics in general, because I do feel that whoever comes in, that there needs to be a clean sweep. If the Conservative Party hope to succeed in another general election, they need to clean up their act big time. The part of fortune in the chart for the new moon falls in Capricorn on the ascendant of the event chart. I like this because Capricorn is about government and traditional institutions. So the fact that it's on the ascendant is saying that this new moon is going to be significant for those two candidates that are left. But it does suggest that the candidate with the most balanced ego, who is not in this for self-gratification and glory, is the most likely person to be successful. And should this election for the leader be where it is at the moment, which of course is, it's so balanced between Rishi Sunak and Liz Truss, I just want to say one thing to them. Get out of the way of your own egos. If you're able to do that, the one that can do that out of the two of you will win. Elsewhere on the planet, we are seeing huge changes in Sri Lanka. And for sure, this new moon brings in this new leader for them, who has just recently been appointed. But the fact that it's a Leo new moon could mean that we still have the same problem with inflated egos. So we've got a different face, but the same old system. So Sri Lanka, if you're watching, take note. The other country that I heard in the news today, just before I came on, that is experiencing a change in leadership is Italy. That's just up the road from me. And their Prime Minister has offered his resignation. So it really is happening all over the place. It's a hugely volatile time. And just going back to that Uranus conjunct Mars energy conjunct the North Node, Mars is fire, remember. Uranus is about the unpredictable. So sadly, I think we're going to see more fiery events with the weather and with fires. And I also think we're going to see fiery politics and things that just happen in the world in general, which are just completely unpredictable. I know what you want to know. You want to know how this moon is going to affect you personally. Well, on a personal level, this new moon shows us it's the most perfect time to enjoy fun times in relationships. So even though the world stage may be heating up, your personal life and your personal world can be heating up positively, because new relationships are possible if you're looking. And it may well be with someone who started out as a friend, but you start to see them in a new light. If you're in a relationship already, this is a brilliant time to talk over issues that have been troubling you both and find positive solutions that you're both happy with. Relationships are hard work. They have to be worked at every day. This new moon energy really shows that whatever unexpected challenges occur around this time, especially within the family, a united front works best to bring about healing. So let's have a look at my final thoughts before I go on to your individual zodiac signs. Whatever unfolds with this energy, it's going to be life-changing for some. It really is. This is a positive new moon if used creatively and constructively. And the world's leaders need to abide by that too. Remember to value the hard work of those close to you, because sometimes we forget to acknowledge what our loved ones do for us. Leo is about relationship and love on that vibration of the heart and that kind of solar plexus energy, that lovely feeling in your tummy when you hear from the one you love. So let's move on to your individual signs. So I'm just going to give you really a short heads up about what part of your life you can expect the big changes with this new moon energy. Remember to check out not only your sun sign, but also your rising sign, also known as the ascendant. So let's start with Aries. Well, for you, it is in Leo in your 5th house. This is super cool because I think, Aries, you've had quite a tough time of it lately. And this new moon in this sector of your chart is saying you can have a bit of a break now and actually kick back, relax, and have some fun and just party and go to the theatre, do nice outdoor things with friends and loved ones. But this really is super energy. And if you are single and looking, you know, this can bring a new romance into your life. How cool is that? Taurus. This for you, Taurus, is about the home and family and your roots. So what do you feel you need to inject into your kind of family situation or your living space? Do you want to change your living space in some way? Do you want to give it a fresh lick of paint? Move the objects around, change pictures around. Photographs, do you really want all those photos up, or do some of them just really don't mean anything whilst they're up on the mantelpiece anymore? So that's the kind of thing you can expect. You might also, with this new moon, hear from people you haven't heard from a long time and renew kind of family contacts, or at least friendships and contacts where they've seemed like family. That can be another experience of this new moon energy. Gemini. For you, this new moon is all about the way you communicate and the way you come across in your kind of local area. Are there changes you want to make? Do you want to do a kind of a party for your neighbours and just sort of say, come on, we've all been through tough times? It's like you could be the pivotal point in just bringing the community together and showing them a little bit of your wit and repartee as you beguile them with the charm that Gemini can exude at times. So I would try and organise some nice form of entertainment for your close friends. Cancer. Well, this is nice, Cancer, because this, of course, is in the part of your chart that is to do with your finances. It's also to do with how you value yourself. So, Cancer, how do you feel about you? Do you feel that others really value you? Do you value yourself enough that enables others to see the value in you? It's always good every now and then to check in with these kind of questions to ourselves to see whether we're actually being our own worst enemy. I also think, on a more positive note, not that that wasn't positive, that the new moon in this sector of your chart can bring an opportunity for some more funds to come into your piggy bank. So that can't be bad. Leo. Oh, Leo, of course, it's all about you, isn't it? Well, it would be, wouldn't it? Because, of course, it's in your sign. So I think you are glowing at the moment, Leo. Remember to keep your regality and your, huge persona. Just tone it down a bit sometimes, because I think sometimes people can't cope with the presence that you can kind of provide them with. So sometimes, Leo, it's lovely to enjoy yourself. It's lovely to be the life and soul of the party and to be centre stage. But sometimes you've got to let others play with you in this play. Allow others to say what they feel. Allow them to come to you. Don't always feel you have to be pushing yourself out there. So why not just actually see what unfolds with this new moon? That could be interesting. Right, now let's move on to Virgo. Virgo, this is super cool for you because it's in the sector of your chart that is to do with the inner you and the place where you often can feel quite trapped in your thinking and your thoughts and wanting to break out. I think you're going to find some kind of quite positive vibes about yourself, that you're going to start breaking out a bit and saying how you feel about things, not only to other people but also to yourself. The new moon in this sector of your chart is always a great opportunity to kind of give birth to an inner part of yourself again, to really kind of shine, to show others that there's more to you than meets the eye. There is a depth in Virgo that sometimes gets carried or covered up, should I say, with the with the way that you have to pay attention to all the details and make sure your story is correct. Why not go with the flow and let that imagination kind of flow as you tell your stories of distant lands? Libra. Oh, this is super Libra. This is about the audience. This is about the people out there, the collective, the world in general. And it's about ideas and plans that you've got that you'd really love to launch, and the chances of seeing them become a reality. Whatever it is you have a hope and a wish about, whether it's travel, whether it's a new job, whether it's to acquire something quite glamorous and luxurious, this energy can really do well for you. I also think you might be, with this energy, literally upgrading some of your tech equipment and thinking, it's time I bought a new tablet. This one keeps dying on me. I will treat myself. So let's move on to Scorpio. Because Scorpio, for you, this is about work. This is about your career. Some of you, I think, will be starting in a new position. Some of you will be going down a different avenue with regard to your career and enjoying that very much. And I think you will be feeling, Scorpio, very proud of what you've achieved. And it feels as if you're standing on the sort of the top of the hill at the moment and looking at the vista in front of you and seeing all the potential that can come from a new particular career direction. And it can be within the same career, but just a new path. So I think this is really going to be super cool for you, Scorpio. Sagittarius. Sagittarius. I think with this new moon energy, you are itching to just do a little bit of traveling. Even if it's just hopping in the car, on a bus, on a train, to the coast. But you need to bring some fun into your life. You've been super busy. Your daily routine has been so kind of almost shot to pieces with this Uranus and Mars North Node energy in that sector of your chart, causing all sorts of disruptions. Listen, use this new moon energy. Take a picnic to the beach. Take a picnic to the woods. Don't take a barbecue because we don't want to start fires that we don't want. But do something fun with this new moon energy, Sagittarius. Capricorn. Well, for you, this could see some finalization and a step forward with a project that you have to do with realizing some kind of capital. So it doesn't matter however big or small your piggy bank is. This energy is saying it's a great time to maybe invest in cryptocurrencies, or just look at how you can make your money go further. Whether if you invest a bit, where would you invest it, and can you invest it in a way that will be kind of really good for the long term. So that's the energy for you. Now we look at Aquarius, because for you, Aquarius, this is in your sector of relationships, significant relationships. Are you single? Are you looking for someone new? Then you better go out and see what you can find. Also, Aquarius, because you're into your tech stuff quite a bit, if you're not, you should be, because that really uses your ruling planet Uranus's energy well. It may be that you meet somebody via the internet, or you meet someone online. If you're already in a relationship, then this is a wonderful time to find new ways to inject some fun into the relationship, to sort of, enjoy some close relationship time together, do something nice for yourselves, go out for a romantic meal, a romantic walk, whatever it is that you both enjoy doing together, do it. And finally we come to my oceans of emotions, my beautiful Piscean fishes. Okay, Pisces, for you, it looks like you are deciding you need to change your routine. You have got new ideas about how your working routine should pan out, and you actually want to make it less about hard work and more about fun. So first of all, Pisces, are you doing what you love? If not, try and find something you do love, or at least bring something into your current work that will give you that excitement and sense of passion. And if you do that, you can really take opportunities to increase and enhance your experience of your working life. The other thing with this energy in this sector of your chart is that it's a great opportunity to do follow-up medical checkups. If there's something that you've not been attending to, then this energy is really saying, do it now, and you might actually be really pleasantly surprised because it's good energy. So, Pisces, everybody enjoy this new moon energy. It's super energy and very creative. And thank you so much for coming to see me here and watch the new moon video. Please like, comment and subscribe. That would be super wonderful. I'm still trying to get up to that 1K mark. I've got something like 220 to go. Please help me. That would be fantastic. And in the meantime, I wish you well, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye for now.